welcome to the review of my favorite book, Anne of Green Gables from Lucy Maud Montgomery. Well, actually, this one is edition from Classic Starts, so it's a retold from the original. And I chose this one, well, because I have this book, like I have a lot of this, the same book. I have a lot of them, but I chose to show this one because I find it's the cutest, because Anne is in the cover, and at the end of the book you have a little questionnaire to fill up with your responses about your impressions from the book. So this edition is the cutest. This book is my favorite book all times because it has been with me for like probably 20 years, just like almost all my life. Not this one obviously, but this story. And this is the first of 7 books. But obviously, I'm just going to talk about this one because it's the first one and it's the one who has the most impact on me during my childhood, during my teenage years, and even now because I read it several times. Now, I'm actually reading it again. So the book it's about, well, it's in 1986, I think, and it's about a brother and a sister, Marilla and Matthew, who wants to adopt a little orphan child, a little boy, to help them taking care of the farm. But when Matthew goes to the train station to get the little boy, he realizes that it's not a he, but a she, this girl right here, Anne. So he take the child, this little girl, into the farm and talk with his sister about what are we gonna do with her. And basically the story is about this girl doing things. She's a little curious girl. She's so intense. She talks so much. She has a lot of creativity. She likes to create stories about her being a princess, and she loves to put things, like to name things. Like, for example, she sees beautiful lake, and she decided to call it Shiny Waters because the water of the lake is shining. So she's so creative and I love her so much. This book is writing. It's so easy to read. Obviously, well, it's a children book. Obviously, you can read it as an adult because when you're an adult and you read this, you discover new things, you focus on new things. Your mind is so different. So I read this first when I was a child, then on my teenage years, and then I'm reading it again. Like, well, I read it several times in my 20s, but I'm reading again. And you focus on different things, you feel really different, and you feel immersed in the story every time you read it, no matter what. So it's just amazing. It's my favorite book. The story, it's so moving sometimes, but it's so funny at the same time. It's so creeping. So entertaining. Like, it's not all at all. You get immersed so fast in the story. You laugh, you cry. I don't know, it's just amazing and I love it so much. So obviously, I absolutely recommend this book to you all because it means so much to me. Like, it actually, the story means too much to me, and I really want to read this and read all, like, the rest of the books, but obviously this, because this is the first one. I think I love this book so much because I feel so connected with her, because in that ages when girls had to be so, like, calm and not talking so much, not being too much creative, just being there. She's just a mess sometimes. As I said, she's so creative. She's always creating stories. She wants to write. She loves to write. So she's so funny. But we have that story, that part of the story, that she's an orphan and she've never felt family, how family is, because she always lived in an orphanage house or in different houses, but working, never with a family. So this is the first time she lives with a real family, and it's amazing. It's so moving. I love this so much. So I hope you read it. And if you do, let me know because I really want to know what you think about this book. And if you already read it, I also want to know what you think about it. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching and enjoy the book.